same map we were just watching.
Well,
Now,
that's
I
awesome,
believe it's 2-1 in favor of Australia.
Thank you.
Thank you for the update there.
And actually, Australia beating the odds there because, you know, being low seed and Chile being top seed.
Yeah, and as you can see, though, while those odds might be, it looks incredibly close. The scores are very close. We could see an overtake. Alkiner dropping at that lost long note section. Is that going to be enough, though? When it releases, we'll find out. It wasn't enough. Chile is going to bring that 2-all right back to the drawing board here. We might see another potential tiebreaker.
Always nice to see multiple tiebreakers on the stream.
Of course, man. And not to mention the tiebreaker song this time is awesome.
I'll definitely agree. Especially interesting chart to watch in 4Key, considering that it's like mostly a long note chart. So with players that aren't really fond of long notes, which happens to be quite a few 4Key players from what I've noticed, that may cause some issues.
All right, and it looks like we're going to be going over to Endless Dream.
What's with all these like endless things? We've had Everlasting Princess, Endless Dream.
That is
Look at
very
the song
true.
names, come on.
But the really cool thing about Endless Dream is it's one of our free mod picks, so we are going to see potential flashlight play and potential hard rock play here. Now this is a 182 BPM light jump stream map, and it's noticeably denser at the end, but it's not anything harder than what we've seen in the no mod pools. The only difference here is you can get that score multiplication.
Multiplier.
Yeah, you can get the score multiplier, and that is going to be a big card in this next match, especially if we see any of the players taking flashlight and hard rock together, because if they can play that consistently, that is nothing but points in the bank.
Well, it's nothing but points in the bank, but if you play flashlight on that song, you are going to earn these points.
I have a
most
feeling
definitely.
that we're going to see Bashanaria actually end up playing Flashlight, considering last time they had a very slow scroll speed and were picked for this exact same map, but forgot the Flashlight. I think there's a good chance that we'll end up seeing some Flashlight play from Bashanaria.
And Aquiline gives us a wave, so just real quick, good luck on your match, Aquiline, and hello to you too.
Yes, and please chat, say hello to Arcanet's mom, everyone.
Oh god, Pen. All right, and we're getting into this thing. Let's see what everybody's taking. It looks like it's hard rock all the way around, so I guess Bastanaria was not playing flashlight last time. They just probably forgot to adjust their scroll speed. As you can see, it's definitely a lot faster now.
Yeah, I guess they decided after last time, it's like, nope, not happening, just going to go with the hard rock. Adjust that scroll speed.
Yeah.
But Bastanaria still having a little bit of an accuracy drop there. Ursai playing like a beast, still holding the 100%. Akner with the 99.3, and then we go over to Australia's side. Aquiline holding a very high combo as well. I mean, not combo, but percentage as well. Evios really close as well. Everybody's still in the 99% bracket except Bastanaria. But due to the fact that, actually, I'm not exactly sure. I guess it's 100% from Ursai that's holding Chile in the front at the moment here, but it's not a very high lead at all.
Even Arcaner's actually doing quite good.
Shirinisu breaking combo just there with an accuracy drop almost 30 or 40% in one go.
Yeah, that was quite a significant drop, and a drop from Evios as well. Both of those players actually dipping below 99% for a moment.
Yeah, and that is not good, especially when the opposing team is staying very consistent. Now, the accuracy on Bastanaria might not be the greatest, but he is holding that combo very strong, and that means a lot now. And you can see it by how the score is slowly leading more and more in favor of Chile as they pull ahead ever so slightly. There's only about 25% of the map left. So if we're going to see a comeback from Australia, we need to see a break from Chile, I do believe.
Yeah, with Ursai and Arcaner just holding really impressive accuracies right now, they're able to really carry the weight that Bastion's having here with the accuracy issues. But with Evios also dropping quite low in accuracy now, it's looking like this might be a quick point for Chile. As that score lead just continues to grow.
Yep, pretty much.
Alkaline is putting in some work though at that 99.41%, managing to at least keep up with most of the Chile team. Unfortunately, not going to be enough, and Chile will take that third point there, bringing it to the match point if Chile ends up winning the next match.
Yeah, not to mention, that's absolutely crazy. As you say, Australia is a low seed team, or was it no seeded? I do believe it's either, well, I guess I'll go ahead and look up.
Australia is actually a low seed team.
Yeah, actually a low seed, and they're going up against a high seed team, and they were
Top
able
seed.
to take top seed. Oh, so not even a high. This is top, and they were able to take 2 points. So that's very impressive off them. Underdogs really showing that they want to win this. If they can take one more point, they will have a chance to battle Chile out in the tiebreaker. And Chile is the only team we've actually seen play the tiebreaker so far.
And we very well could end up seeing them play it again.
Oh yes.
It's always kind of nice to see. Go ahead.
As the chat, both on Twitch and on the multiplayer says, Urusai, wow, what the hell? Sorry, I had to say it even, a bit later.
Yeah, it's fine. Ursai has been doing really good in this tournament so far. Has been actually showing very strong performance in the matches that we've seen from them so far on stream. But I mean, like I was saying, like even earlier, like just because Ursai is being good doesn't mean like the others aren't being. Like Arcaner's been playing exceptionally strong throughout this as well.
And Brookler asks, how can Chile be the only team that's done the tiebreaker? It's the only team that's currently being streamed that's done the tiebreaker. I do apologize for that. I will clarify that information really quick for you. It was Chile versus Thailand, if I'm not mistaken, that played the tiebreaker together, and Thailand gave it a very good fight, but Chile was able to come back and take a win from that tiebreaker.
You're correct. It was Thailand versus Chile.
All right, awesome.
Alright, and we do have Lince stealing Senbon Zakura.
Ooh, nice. We haven't actually seen this on stream yet, I believe.
I think this is the first time we've seen it on stream, at least from the matches I was here for.
Oh man, I love violins, and Lindsey Sterling is just amazing with a violin. They know how to work that instrument like it's an extension of themselves, in all honesty.
I like her style.
Yes, it's very impressive, and I mean, she's tackled so many different genres of music, even. And that's the crazy part about it. And it's still violin, And it's like, oh my god, it just sounds so good.
I feel like violin's such an underappreciated instrument. Like, so much music nowadays is mostly about like synth guitar, drums, all that kind of stuff. There's very little violin in most modern music, which kind of makes me sad.
Although
Actually,
it's still quite alive.
Depends on the
in video
genre
game
too, yeah.
OSTs. Like video
Grew
game
back-
OSTs.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It grew back quite a lot in the steampunk scene, at least with the violin, and as well as some of the burlesque scene. But well, Linda Stilling is no Austrac yet, but in the fullness of time, she very well might be.
Very true. It's just crazy because I followed this artist since they very first started out when they were just putting out little YouTube videos, and now they've collabed with some pretty big names, and that's what's crazy.
And of course, the kazoo is a good instrument too, but we won't have any maps featuring it for a long
What,
time,
mate?
ever.
Way to
I
remind
hope.
me of the 8-bit drummer doing songs with kazoo as well.
You what, mate?
Yes.
First accuracy drops coming in from Arcaner and Evios there. Still relatively even.
Yep, we do still see flickering. Will we see another tiebreak? It might very well be the case.
I'm cheering for the low seed here. I want to see Australia be able to take on the top seed and come out, at least go to a tiebreaker. That would be a huge morale boost for them.
Well, you know what? You might have just...
breaking.
Yeah, Bastoniera breaks, as Slane said, and this just might be the window that Australia needs to see a tiebreaker.
Yeah, that score is slowly pulling ahead there as Bastion having that quite big accuracy drop and break, as you mentioned.
Oh, hang there, man. Australia is my second country, so.
And we're about halfway through this map now, so if they could just hold, they might be able to do it, but Ursai's 100% is definitely going to give a little bit of boost to Chile there, and their other accuracies are incredibly high. It's so very close. There's only maybe about a 20,000 point difference, if even that. It might even be smaller at this point.
Everybody from Australia has the exact same accuracy right now. Oh, and as I say that, I spoke too soon.
Breaking again.
Avios having a bit of an accuracy drop, and Bastion dropping again, as you mentioned. Come on, Bastion, you can do it. I don't want to see you lose like this.
The damage has already been done, Tasha. I don't think there's much they can come back from at this point. It looks like we might actually see a tiebreaker here, as Australia is holding the consistency very well. And all they have to do is survive this little bit of the song that's left, and they are going to get their tiebreaker chance.
Despite the misses, it's still really close. Ursai and Arkaner are just nailing accuracy right now. Paracor is actually doing quite well in accuracy as well, almost at 99.9%.
Yeah, it's still pretty much an accuracy game, even if the combo is 20%.
Everything's going to change here at the very end of the song. The long notes get in, and this is where we can potentially... And there it is! As you see, Shirinsu drops. This long note section can be detrimental. If they can hold, they will be able to go to a tiebreaker. And
they did it! They did!
And Australia is coming up, the underdogs in this, the low-seeded team versus the top seed, and they've managed to pull a tiebreaker on Chile. Chile's really going to have to play this tiebreaker smart, or they might potentially lose this.
Oh, wow. Oh, God. That's awesome.
Now Chile was expecting to end up playing two tiebreakers in group stage. This is not usually something you'd expect being a top-seeded team, especially when you're playing against a lower-seeded team. So this might be coming as a bit of a shock to them.
Yeah, I'm thinking they're probably not... They probably didn't expect to go into a tiebreaker in this match. They probably expected an easy match, but Australia's here to show that they're no easy victory. They're going to push to the very limit to try to take this victory from Chile. Low seed versus top seed. Can statistics be overwritten? Will they break through? Only time will tell as we go through Blackout, the alternative, the tiebreaker match for Australia versus Chile.
Oh boy.
Now, Zetra, what do you think Twitch chat's jobs is right now?
Too hype, guys. There's no questions, no ands, ifs, or buts. You need to hype it up, man. Show who you want to win. Do you want Australia, the underdogs, to take this victory? Or do you want Chile, the top-seeded team here, to crush the opposition? Let us know.
Australia hype.
Australia hype, as far as I'm concerned. And already, I'm very happy that we at least got to tiebreaker, so... I'm good for that match. Whoever wins, but I would prefer Australia. Sorry about that, Chile.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Chile, but I mean, I got to root for the underdog right now. They've been doing really good, and I want to see if they can go all the way.
I just want to root for Australia because, you know, neighboring country and all.
Now, you guys can all say that, but let's be a little bit honest here. Chile's the only team outside of Taiwan that's actually played the tiebreaker in a live position. They have a little bit of an advantage with this. They might be able to pull this out quite easy, as Australia has only had their practice time to play the tiebreaker. They haven't actually played it in a live setting yet. So, and it looks like Chile's bringing out the big guns too. They brought Dimitu in. So Dimitu, Ursais, and Arkaner. Now these are the guys that won the last tiebreaker that they played. Australia is really going to have a tough time here. My heart goes out to them, but Chile is a team not to be reckoned with, guys.
Oh man, I'm speechless right now. I don't know how this is going to turn out. Chile taking that early lead right now. Let's see if they can maintain that.
Well, just to give people an idea of what this tiebreaker is like, this chart primarily focuses on long notes. There's doubles and consistency. This thing will test everything, ranging from bursts to chord gluts and dynamic BPM changes and unconventional rhythms as well. So this is a jack of all trades map here. You can't just be good at one particular style. You've got to be able to master them all. And we will see who's going to win this. It does seem that Chile is in the early lead here, but we have seen Australia time and time again bring it back and pull up. So they might be able to take a victory here. But if Chile stays consistent, I do have good faith that they will be able to pull this win.
It's actually really close. Other than the accuracy drops from Paracore and Alkaline, it's really, really close. Shinrisu is managing to keep up with Dimitu at least right now. Ursai and Arkaner managing to really carry Chile right now with their scores.
And see, this is the same strategy Chile used in the last tiebreaker. They had Dimitu not take a mod, which gives them a little bit more consistency wall. So Dimitu doesn't have to worry so much about keeping his accuracy high as keeping his combo high. Now, Australia did take a smart pick by taking all mods, which means they would have the higher score advantage. But if they can't maintain that combo and hold that, the whole reason of grabbing the mods becomes completely useless, guys. And Chile will just be able to walk right in there. And oh no, Ursai dropping there. That's not going to be good for Chile at all. This is the window that Australia needs. If they can hold consistently, they might be able to pull this score back. Holy crap, this is intense.
Close. It is close. It is really, really close.
That score difference from the extra hard rock may actually end up making the difference on this map.
It very well could be, as Australia starts to pull ahead.
Australia is taking the lead. It's back to Chile. It's so close. It's back to Australia.
The chat is breaking at the moment.
Very much so, because if Australia drops it all here, what they've worked so hard to gain will be gone in almost an instant. The consistency still is on Chile's side, even though there's a drop, but it's not going to be enough because the combo is important here. Parkour actually did drop earlier, but his combo's already back up to 1,000. There's not going to be anything to stop them from taking this unless we see a drop, and I don't know if that's going to happen. We're only at halfway through the map, and this thing is already super intense. I don't know what to say. I'm going crazy.
Another miss from Ursai right when he got into
at
the
the
slow
middle.
logo
That's
section.
bad. That's really bad.
Ursai, what are you doing, man? What are you doing?
A combo drop at the middle, it's like 100,000 points out, right?
It's definitely not something you want to do, especially not at a slow section.
It's still very, very close right now, but most of this difference is being made from hard rock because the accuracy difference between the two teams is actually more on Chile's favor, but it's being made up for by that hard rock. You can see it, like, despite Paracore being a full percent behind Demitu, he's actually ahead of him in score.
Very much so, and that is because of the hard rock there, and that is going to hold them ahead. It was a very smart idea. Demitu not taking the hard rock might have been better for consistency-wise, but if Ursai drops, which he did, that he had to put all of his faith in Ursai not to drop to take it like that. And unfortunately, Ursai had some issues. The score is still incredibly close, like a 5,000 point difference here, maybe 6,000. It could be anyone's game. And Arkner, as stressful as this is, he's sitting there shadow tapping out notes when there's nothing there, like, I'm having fun, guys. Don't even worry about it.
That's the best way to stay consistent, right? And as long as you're feeling comfortable.
Oh, wow.
And we're getting into the close part of the end here. It is crazy.
It's still very, very close.
We might actually see an upset here. This could be the low seed beating the top seed.
It is very possible
wait.
that. And even if Ursai did drop there, he's been consistently playing perfect almost in this entire match. It is unfortunate that he dropped, but by no means does that mean that he's dropped the ball. It is unfortunate that he dropped the ball, but I mean, he's been one of the most consistent players throughout this entire match.
And just gonna give you a moment here. Ursai and Arkaner on the other side, though, just absolutely their accuracies, though, with hard rock are extremely good. Both of them above 99% right now, and continuing, like, Arkaner's still actually holding that full combo as well.
There's still some song to play.
There is
it's
still
only a
some song
3,000 difference.
It's not even 3,000. It's like 2,000. It's just
if
getting smaller.
If Australia drops it all, they're done. And even if they don't drop, if they get too many 200s here, it could be over. The map is almost done. We are about to see the winner here, and this is a very heated tiebreaker match here. Very close. Everybody gave it their all.
Oh no, Paracord, W2 missing
holy
it.
crap. Oh, and now the scores are going back and forth. It could be anybody's game,
Oh,
but it
Chile's-
looks like back in Chile's. Oh!
I can't watch. It's so close.
Oh, they got it! Chile's got this. Arcaline drive!
breaking, that's it.
Oh no! And at the very end, when everything looked as Australia had it in the bag, they dropped, and unfortunately, that's going to not be good for them, and Chile is going to take that victory at the very last second. Congratulations, Chile, and congratulations to Australia. You both played incredibly hard. Oh man, talk about exciting already.
Chile
Oh,
just
that
barely
that-
managing to hold on to
gosh.
that.
oh boy.
That was
Sorry.
so intense. Whew, I need to catch my breath. Chile was just so close to losing out to that low seed there, but they managed to pull it off right at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and probably got them a little bit nervous, and that might have been what it was. It probably came down to nerves. They had to have the idea that they were doing incredibly well. I mean, when you start to get into the 3,000s of consecutively hit notes, I can't even imagine. I start freaking out at 1,000. I can't even imagine how you keep a calm, level head at 3K. Oh, I'm just holding a 3K combo, no big deal. Oh man.
Oh, that was close. That was really, really close. Oh, that's
All right.
really, really well played for both teams. And you know, I want to give a shout out to Australia, which really beat the odds there.
Yeah, they definitely gave a huge fight there. I did not expect them to be able to pull that much on Chile, and they almost took it. Chile really needs to rethink their strategy going forward and not underestimate the players there, because that could have been detrimental for them. They could have lost that just as easily as they won that.
All right, and chat, everyone say goodbye to Arcana's mom.
Goodbye.
Later.
All right. That being said, though, we're going to get into our next block of matches, guys. And we have Philippines versus the United States and Malaysia versus Canada. We will find out which match we are going to be watching in just a second.
Canada.
Malaysia versus Canada. See, just a second, literally. And we'll be moving over to that. Now, it does start in exactly 5 minutes. I'm going to take a small intermission here for just a moment, get myself something to drink, and get right back into this Mania World Cup 4Key 2016 goodness that we are witnessing right now. Don't anybody go anywhere. Keep the hype going.
Yeah,
Oh,
while we're in
that's
this
awesome.
quick downtime here, if you guys have any questions for the people that are still here, which is myself and Slane and Deadbeat, feel free to ask. We'll answer any questions we can about the Mini World Cup.
Yep, pretty much.
When Z-Trot's back, I'm going to go grab a drink myself. So until then, throw some questions at us.